I just got out of therapy. And I wanted to share something with you all because I think it is so beneficial if you're a high performer like me or somebody who constantly runs from one thing to the next. I didn't realize how much of my life going from thing to thing to thing to thing to being busy was actually a form of distracting myself from listening to my inner self. And I want to name that I've been trying some new practices, like taking time to myself before I start executing tasks to really assess what I want to do, or building up the gap between making a decision and then just saying yes. For example, so what I mean by that is I'm increasing my time, I'm increasing my transitions time before I'm saying yes to something. So one of the first things is I have definitely, my new go-to response is I'll get back to you. Let me pray about it and I'll get back to you. Or let me think about it, I'll get back to you. And that little decision has allowed me the time to think through, do I have the capacity to do that? Do I really want to do that? Do I value that? I really want to do that, but this, I kind of want to change because it just doesn't feel authentic to me. Guys, it has been so freeing because the decisions in the past to just be like, yeah, I would love to do it, was because I was trying to prove to myself I'm worth that opportunity, or prove to others. People please, I'm doing it for you so that you can like me, but really it's to prove something to myself, right? So when you give yourself the time to be with yourself and not be distracted and ask yourself what you want to do, or think through, or listen to your body and go, I may feel some kind of way, let me think about what that comes from. I kid you not, there is a level of confidence, there is a level of peace, there is a level of centeredness that transforms the way you interact with people. And the people that are meant to be there will respect and understand when you're like, hey, I don't have that availability, I'm so sorry. And those that do not, or maybe you're not accustomed to what your centeredness looks like, you'll notice it does create a little bit of disruptions. But recently we had a speaker come in and he was talking about differentiation. And he was talking about sometimes in high stress, we do two things. We could do one of two things. We could either completely enmesh ourselves, so we merge and just do whatever to keep the peace. We enmesh ourselves, we merge. Or we completely isolate. Nope, I don't even want to do community with you. But I want to name differentiation. There is a way to go, well, this is the boundary for me, but I can also still be in community with you. And I think the missing step that I've had, that I have not been doing for years, or I am doing now, is taking the time to listen to myself and say, hey, what is authentic to me as I remain in community with people, as I still am not burning bridges. I'm just saying, hey, this is what I need for me. And I think the fears we have, sorry, I'm rambling a little bit. I think the fears we have is that if we tell people no, or if we set a boundary, that then all of a sudden people will hate us. They're going to hate me. Or you look at yourself like, am I a bad person? But no, there's a reason. There's a reason you're saying no. There's a reason. And the truth is, the right people that love you will go, oh yeah, I totally respect that, sis. Oh yeah, I totally understand. Or thank you for letting me know. Guys, it's been revolutionary in my life. And there's a confidence that gets built within yourself instead of always telling yourself, no, that's like you're silencing your own self. I shouldn't feel this way, blah, blah, blah. Instead of judgment, there's a part of you that is like, thank you, God, for this body that responds to things, these emotions that help me understand what I'm processing. Thank you, God, for this voice and thoughts that and teaching me that my voice is valuable and how to say things. And Lord, thank you for the hearts of other people that have compassion and understanding. And God, thank you for the people that are in my life that respect me and value me. Thank you, God, you're helping me respect myself and value myself. God, help me to respect and love and value others. Help me to hear their voice. Help me to respect their boundaries. When we have our own sense of love and self-compassion and boundaries for ourselves, when other people do the same thing, when other people let us down, we're able to offer compassion. When other people set boundaries, we're able to understand it. When other people are presenting themselves in the way they choose to present themselves, since you have reassuredness and settledness within yourself, you can just respect other people's ways they show up. I hope I made sense. I just really want to encourage people to slow down and take a second to hear their own thoughts. And so the tools I'd love for you to take from this conversation is, one, maybe instead of responding yes or no right away, say, I'll get back to you. And then journal or write or think, be in silence and be like, what do I think? And then get back to the people. The second thing is when you are feeling something, your body is responding in a certain way. Instead of trying to shush it off, listen to yourself and ask yourself, what am I feeling? Where is it coming from? What would it look like to have self-love and self-compassion and self-respect for myself as I'm processing this? What behavior or action do I need to do to help feel like I'm honoring myself and honoring the people around me? Because again, you don't want to be super detached either, right? So you don't want enmeshment where you're now losing your sense of self and now you're just totally immersed in another space. It's not authentic to you. But you also don't want complete isolation where you're like, I don't even want to be in community with people. And now it's like self. So how can I honor myself and still honor the other person? And then 3, I think the last thing I just want to say is, hey, when you take time for you, it's because you're worth it. You're worth it. You're valuable. I think that's it. Love you all. Toodles.